met a Gypsy.
We tried to do this before Hangtown, but you got violently ill, dude.
Yeah. How was that? But I send you a text message about 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, 4 a.m. That's how I knew it was legit.
I was like, hey, I ain't making it in today. I'm puking and shitting right now. So,
dude, the worst before 100-degree outdoor race.
I was smoked. It was not good.
What'd you eat? What happened?
Dude, so it was a race Paula Saturday. Sunday is my birthday.
Yeah.
So me, Jet, Seth, Drew, a couple other friends, we got to get dinner, just go to a place in Corona, got some steak, salad, had an ice cream sundae for my birthday, like nothing like out of the ordinary. Maybe it was a salad, I guess. I don't know. California salad just hits a little bit different. But dude, it was less than an hour I got back to my hotel. I'm like,
no,
dude,
that quick.
Dude, I was like, and we had dinner pretty late, so I think I got back to my hotel like 9-ish. And I was like, dude, like I got back and my stomach was just sitting there like starting to cramp. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. This is not good. Dude, all night, just go to bed for an hour, wake up, repeat the cycle, go back to bed, wake up, repeat the cycle.
No.
Dude, it was miserable.
And none of the other boys got hit.
Just me.
Wow. What did you eat different?
I was the only one that had a salad.
See, don't make friends with salad.
Exactly. And I had a Caesar salad. I love Caesar salads. First time it's ever taken me down. Or at least I'm assuming that's what took me down.
Well, it had to be.
I mean,
if you were the only one. It's like the water, like they wash the lettuce.
I don't know what they're doing with it in the back, but yeah. Besides that was not fun.
Dude, so how did you, were you kind of recovered by the weekend? Because I feel like the biggest problem when you have those big spells are just like shitting and pissing and just the whole thing is like you just get so depleted and dehydrated.
Yeah, exactly. So I was really bad Monday. So like Sunday night to Monday morning, like that was the whole episode. And then, dude, I didn't eat anything Monday. Tuesday, towards the end of the day, Tuesday, I was just eating like just soup. Like it was the only thing I could stomach. I tried eating something else and I puked it up. So I was like, dude, like I can't. I already had an IV, so I'm like, dude, I can't keep puking and I can't puke this stuff up again. So I was just eating soup, and obviously it's not a lot, but at least I'm getting something in my stomach, some saltine crackers. But and then Wednesday rolled around, and I rode Wednesday a little bit because I had a test.
God, you would have felt like shit,
dude, and which was weird because
you rode Paula, didn't you?
We rode. Well, I was supposed to ride Tuesday at Paula. But we rode Paris on Wednesday.
That's right.
So I felt like all right Wednesday. Granted, it was like 60-degree weather. I mean,
and it was Paris.
Yeah, it was Paris. Conditions were pretty pristine. So I mean, I wasn't fatiguing my body that much. But dude, so Wednesday kind of came and gone. I was like, all right, like I don't feel that bad. So Thursday, I was just trying to eat as much food as I could. On the plane, didn't feel very good. And then got there, ate some dinner, stomach was hurting. I was like, dude, like this ain't good. So I'm already kind of going in the weekend. I'm like, oh man, like I already know it's going to be 100+ degrees. Like, dude, this isn't good. Friday, and I start feeling pretty good Friday. I get some breakfast, have a coffee, kind of just trying to just get more stuff in and eat lunch. And then I was kind of struggling to eat my lunch. And then once I kind of got it down, an hour goes by and I'm starting to cramp up again. I'm like, dude, it was just the building blocks going into the week. And I'm like, oh my dude. Saturday rolls around, and then, dude, I'm like barely eating breakfast, barely eat lunch. After qualifying, I was struggling bad. After qualifying, an hour before the first moto, puked up all my food.
Oh, so, no.
Puked up all my food, water. I mean, you name it, it's all gone now. Going to the first moto, whole shot it. And then, dude, I think as soon as they gave me halfway, because I was already starting to tank, they gave me halfway. I'm like, dude, you've got to be shitting me.
What'd you end up?
I think I got 13th or something.
Oh,
and dude, it was rough. Just it would have been way better if I would have just started 10th and ended up
and got 13th.
And got 13th.
They're like, hey, good ride, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that I started first and went back to 13th, I was like, dude, that was the worst possible situation that could have happened.
Oh.
And then it was just, dude, I got back, I'm seeing just flashes of white. about to pass out, and then I was like stumbling, trying to like get my gear off. Like I almost missed a chair, trying to sit into a chair. The team's like, it's like 4 of us just ripping my gear off. I'm trying to hurry up and get in the ice bath. Get in the ice bath. It doesn't even feel cold.
No way.
And dude, my body was just, I'm sitting there just shaking. Like I'm trying to drink a soda, trying to get some sugar in me, but I was so bloated, but I couldn't shit anything out and I couldn't burp. Like I had nothing. So I'm just sitting there, my stomach's just cramping. I'm withering away in a little ice bath outside the rig. And then everyone's checked me out. Doc Martin came and checked me out. Doc G was checking me out. And he's like, dude, like,
this ain't it.
This ain't it. So ultimately I made the call. Cause I mean, you'd sit there and think about it. I'm like, obviously like this is going to be detrimental to my championship. But I'm like, dude, I'm not going to go out there and risk.
People have died, bro.
That's what I mean. And like,
it's actually gnarly.
That was part of it that came in my head. But I was just like, dude, like this is how like Epstein Bar starts or like something like that, you know? Like my body's already drained. I have nothing in the tank. I can't drink anything. I can't eat anything right now. Like how am I supposed to go out there? I mean, like I could have went out there and got a point or a few points. Yeah, for sure. But
that's a much farther negative.
Yeah, how much deeper in the hole was I gonna be?
Yeah.
So it just ultimately was like, it was gut wrenching, obviously, like all that mixed together. I'm just like, dude, like I've never sat out a moto in my life. Granted, at the professional level, like it's the worst place to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm already under a microscope already. So I mean, like as soon as all of that happened, I was just like, dude. Obviously, I got a good group of people behind me.
I was literally about to say that's where having a good group of people around you comes in so clutch. And like the team, personal sponsors, like you got Jeremy, you got Mattson, you got Dan. Like, dude, at Ironman last year. So I fly from Australia to LA to Nashville, basically. And so I had like my flight got cancelled, so then I had to just like stay in LA again. So I spent like all day Thursday, I think, at the airport, and then flight got cancelled. So then I went back, slept, and then went back to the airport the next day. Flew to Nashville. Right. We were there for one of the TKO event. Mm-hmm. Me, Dan, Jeremy, Mattson were up all night in fucking Nashville. And then I didn't drink though. So then I was like, cool, get back to the hotel like 4 a.m. We leave at 6. Truman gets up, drives us to Indy. I get to Indy and he's like, do you want to come to press day with me? And I'm like, nah, I don't know. I don't think I feel that good.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Dude, we had dinner.
Yeah, we had dinner that night.
Dinner. Yes. Yeah. So we had dinner that night. And then I went back. Yeah, you already know the story. You were there.
I completely forgot about that.
Bro, and if it wasn't for Truman, I'd literally be dead in a hotel in Indy. He like come in the morning, him and Jeremy. He had like a massive, I got a migraine. He gives me this migraine tablet, doesn't do shit. Like 3 hours later, a nurse knocks on my door. I'm just in bed. Nurse comes in, does the IV, Apple Pay, bails. And I lived to tell the tale. But moral of the story is you've got those kind of people in your corner that will make that sort of shit happen. So I think when you've got a good group around you that's like really on top of shit, they can make those decisions way easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got someone like Dan, someone like Mattson, someone like Burner.
Yeah.
Someone like Lars that have been around for so long and they've seen stuff like this happen. And in the moment, like you feel like it's kind of the end of the world, you know, like even though I missed one moto, and at the end of it right now, it doesn't matter if I missed the moto. I could have won race or I couldn't race. It doesn't matter right now. I'm not racing. I haven't raced the last 2 weekends. So yeah, I mean, it's a situation like that. It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. Like I said, I've never missed out on a moto. I've never sat out a moto. Like I'll race when I'm sick no matter what, but I've never been in that situation before. And it was just, at the end of the day, not a risk I was willing to take and bury myself even more. And how much worse would I have been that next Monday?
100%.
You know, like
100%.
It's just something like my body wasn't even recovered from the week. How am I supposed to recover another week when I'm supposed to go race in Lakewood?
Yeah.
You know, granted, the temperatures were a lot lower, a lot easier on the body.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.